Everything wrong with VAR in the Premier League this season. Handballs, so from what I understand, a handball in modern football is when a player's arm is away from their body and the ball hits them as a result of this body position. However, these can be forgiven if it is at a very close proximity as the player cannot move. So please explain to me why this is a handball, and why this isn't, but this is. Starting off with McAllister, the thing with both of these is they look 10 times worse as a still image. If you watch either of the highlights, you can clearly see that the ball rebounds off his stomach then off his upper arm. Same with Sander Berg for Burnley, it clearly bounces off his bicep, yet because these officials are shown still images it looks very misleading. Now this really confuses me. How is this a clear handball for Manchester City against Sheffield United's John Egan, but it isn't a handball when Christian Romero pulls out a Peter Schmeichel-esque save against Garnacho in the box to deny United a way back into the game? Why is it that the ref is being sent to look at a still image of this ball hitting a player's hand? It makes no sense. Watch the whole clip, see what happens in real time please. Offsides. Honestly, the main reason offsides are in here is the absolute monstrosity at Tottenham when Luis Diaz's goal was ruled offside when he was clearly onside. Obviously they did apologise for this and admitted their wrongdoings. Not that it makes any difference for the 3 points Liverpool lost, but this isn't the only time this season. It's probably the worst, but it's not the only one. In Manchester United's visit to Turf Moor, Johnny Evans' goal was ruled as offside for Rasmus Højlund standing near the goalkeeper. I'm sorry, but he didn't obstruct the keeper whatsoever and he didn't get a touch on the ball. Someone explain to me in the comments what I am missing here. And also at Man United's game against Arsenal earlier on in the season, many people may disagree with this one, but after seeing other angles on that particular play I cannot agree that goal shouldn't count. Gabriel's weird body posture is keeping Garnacho inside in my opinion, and more recently Scott McTominay's goal against Fulham in the first half was ruled as offside because of Harry Maguire. I just don't get it. We understand offside as anything above the sleeve of your shirt being past the last defender, and that should be the only rule with the exception of certain somewhat extreme circumstances. VAR officials themselves? No. I cannot stress this enough. You may not believe me after this video, but I do not hate referees. Their job must be incredibly hard and I certainly couldn't do it myself. But having 4 different VAR people talking to each other and talking over each other as well as 3 on-field referees, they do not make life easy for themselves. They need one person, one voice decided before the game who will make the final decision for the on-field referees once everything has been discussed, as we can all hear in the PGMOL voice clip.
Just checking the offside delay. Give me kick point, let's go.
Yep.
Kick point,
yeah,
please.
No,
So here we are.
okay. Wait, okay.
Just get a tight angle.
Yeah, give me 2D line ready as well for frame
Right,
2
so
after that. That's fine.
Frame 2 there.
Perfect.
I've got the time on this, I clock
2D line on left boot.
Yep. Let me just
Romero,
switch
I think
angles. I think it might be this angle better.
Hey,
Happy with this angle?
you
Yeah.
organise, you don't
Yep. 2D line on the boot.
2D line on the boot.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, no, wait.
So 2D line on the boot.
And
I'll
stop.
zoom
Check
in.
complete. Check complete. It's fine. Perfect.
Yeah. Off. Play.
Thank you, mate.
Wait.
Good process,
On-field
carry on.
decision was offside. Are you happy with this?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Everyone gets confused and the referee believes he hears an offside call from one of the VAR officials, so takes that and runs with it, which in hindsight for Liverpool is a horrendous mess up and a very costly defeat. Red cards man, my team's biggest rival at the minute and even last season. On that point, can I just say it can't be just me that thinks Rashford's red in the Copenhagen game was a wrong call. He was shielding the ball. He wasn't looking in the oncoming player's direction and places his foot there. There is no intention to even make a tackle in this situation. He's in possession. A yellow would have been fair enough, a sort of be careful message, but a straight red for malicious intent is wrong. Simple as that. Obviously, again, that is not the only situation with silly red cards given out this season. I assume everybody saw the absolute shit show in London last weekend. Well, surprisingly, the 2 red cards that happened in this game aren't the topic today, and neither are most of the other 46 VAR decisions, as they were pretty decent decisions. However, the Udogie challenge in the first half I think is a horrendous foul. He 2-foots Raheem Sterling, but not only that. With his studs basically facing the sky, it is a horrendous tackle, and if Raheem doesn't see it coming, he would have sent him back to Manchester. He should have been sent off there and then. In Arsenal's defeat to Newcastle, Kai Havertz should have 1000% been sent off for this horrendous tackle on Sean Longstaff. What is Havertz thinking? I actually love this image. Longstaff looks like he's on a nice stroll and Havertz just comes and snaps him out of nowhere. He is not expecting it whatsoever. whatsoever. Before I move on, just wanna slip in the fact Casemiro also got sent off for this still image of him appearing to strangle Crystal Palace midfielder Will Hughes, when this footage, which was also captured at the same time, shows him trying to calm and ease the tension of the situation. The complete misunderstanding from everybody of what the actual rules are. My final point on this video is I think everybody needs a refresher on what the rules of VAR actually are in the game itself, and that includes referees. For every handball or offside that's gone to VAR so far this season and been given, I'm sure you could find an exact copy in another game that was disallowed or not given. The amount of times I go on Twitter or Instagram when these situations have occurred, everybody has differing opinions and some have completely different ideas on certain rules which shouldn't be possible. A rule is a rule. People have these opinions because the officials are never consistent game to game. Poor decisions are becoming more and more prevalent as the season goes on, and something really needs to be done about it. Let me know your thoughts on VAR and some of these decisions in the comments down below.